lovelies, and welcome to my channel, Nisha Knows Best. I'm Tanisha Billups, also known as Nisha. We are here together to rid ourselves of subconscious limitations and negative emotions and other BS that can be holding us back from living the life that we truly desire. And today we're going to be talking about a really important subject, and it has to do with manifestations that you are not ready for yet. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there can be a time where we want things in our life, but we're just not ready for them, right? If you have not smashed that like button or hit that subscribe and bell icon, please go ahead and do so we can grow our little community into something that's more vigorous and fun and hear more opinions and comments. So don't forget also to comment below after you listen to this video and let me know what your comments are and what you think about manifesting when we are not quite ready to bring whatever we're manifesting into our lives. So I guess it kind of goes on the topic of forced manifestations. Okay, so when I think of a forced manifestation, I think of something where it takes a lot of energy. You're focusing on this particular manifestation a lot, but you are ignoring things that might be really important in your life because you're looking to manifest that one thing or those two things or whatever it is, okay? And that is considered a forced manifestation. So if it's not in your life right now, that means that you are not a vibrational match to your manifestation, okay? And you can get up to be that vibrational match to your manifestation, but sometimes it takes some time to release certain emotions, certain thoughts about why you feel subconsciously about why you can't bring it into your life, and to release a lot of things that you would normally need to release and bring your vibration up to a point to where that manifestation can come into your life. So when I think about forced manifestations, I also think of people conjuring certain things. So like, for example, like witchcraft or when they write down their potential the partner that they want to manifest. They're writing their name down, thousands of times, and they're trying to really force the universe to bring you that particular person or bring a particular object or a particular object into your life when the universe hasn't brought it into your life. So when we manifest, manifestation is kind of like giving birth. Okay. So when a woman is pregnant, we all know there is a gestational stage of almost 10 months. Okay. So the woman actually gives birth at the beginning of their 10 month. That's, the normal gestational phase. Sometimes it can happen a little bit later. Sometimes it can happen a little bit earlier. Okay. And before a woman's body is ready to give birth and the baby is ready to come out, it's not really good to force it. So it's the same thing when we're manifesting, okay? Sometimes all the time there's a gestational phase, because if there wasn't, you would just have everything that you wanted just come into your life at once and you would just go crazy. But there's a gestational phase to your manifestation. So if you're trying to manifest something that is not in your life currently right now, but it's a desire and a want, there's going to be time in between your want and it coming into your life. And we love that buffer period because a lot of times we want something and then a few months later, we're like, oh my God, I'm so glad that didn't happen because X, Y, and Z. Okay. So there's a little, time of buffer before your manifestation comes into your life. And that buffer zone really helps you hone in on that manifestation, really figure out if it's something that you want in your life, if it's something that works or would fit in your life. Okay. So thank God for that buffer period. I mean, sometimes we get to a point where we just want it already and we're just tired of waiting. But once again, if everything that we wanted and manifested just came into our life as soon as we thought about it or the next day, it might not necessarily be a great thing. Okay. So, manifestations that you are not ready for can be detrimental to your life. And, we tend not to really think about it that way because when we want something, we want it, right? But when we're not vibrationally ready for something and it comes into our life, it might be more of a curse than a blessing. So, for example, a relationship. Okay. So say we want to manifest a specific person into our life and we think this person is going to be great. This is the person that's going to complete us, that's going to fulfill our desires and make us happy. But when we're trying to manifest a specific person, that tells me that, there's something missing from our own lives. And a lot of times when we're trying to manifest a specific person, there are things that we need to do in our life to get us ready for a healthy relationship. So I think about toxic relationships. They happen all the time. We see someone that looks good on the outside, that looks like they would be the perfect person. But when we get into that intimacy and that closeness with that person, we figure out that, wow, they have a lot of inner wounds. It might pull out other inner wounds that we're feeling in our life, right? And those are relationships that literally can destroy your life. So if you manifest a toxic relationship into your life and you think this is going to be the best person for you, and now you're in this toxic relationship and it's interfering with other parts of your life, and now the other parts of your life aren't working out. So that wouldn't be a great thing. So that's one of the things that when we're trying to manifest a specific person, we really need to look at the emotional side of things. Okay, is this person going to be the best person for me? Am I up to speed on being in a good relationship? Am I emotionally ready for a relationship right now? What childhood wounds do I have? What things are going on in my life, and how would having a relationship right now really work into my life? Okay. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, you can't have a relationship with just anyone. Okay. A lot of people have a lot of issues and they need to get through those before they can have a healthy relationship. Outside of a relationship, a lot of times there are certain things that we want in our life that would make our life be more fulfilling. So for example, manifesting a house. Okay. Manifesting a house is a great thing. Manifesting money seems like it would be a great thing as well. But once again, when we're not ready for certain things in our life, those are not necessarily good things. Manifesting, an abundance of money when you don't even know how to budget the $500 that you get a week. And now all of a sudden you're manifesting $500,000 $1,000 a month. Okay. Doesn't mean all of a sudden you're going to become a bookkeeper or a great accountant. Okay. So that can lead to financial ruin eventually. So you have the money comes into your life, you're not ready for it, you lose the money, and all of a sudden you're in financial ruin. And of course, I'm giving you guys the gloom and doom possibility, but it happens. It's happened to me before. I manifested a business, I manifested homes, and at the time it was great, but I was not ready for them. Okay, I was not ready for them. I manifested 2 houses, and I did not know anything about the buying process. I just had money. I had a great income coming in, but I knew nothing about managing my finances. I knew nothing about managing the houses and being a landlord. Okay, so I rented out one property. I lived in the other one. When my tenants stopped paying rent, I did not know how to handle that. Okay, so I went over their house, frantic. Hey, why aren't you paying rent? And they're just like slamming the door in my face, like, get away from me. Go through the court process that you're supposed to go through. Wow, I did not know anything about that. So eventually, that situation brought me a lot of stress, a lot of strain. It leaked into my personal, other personal parts of my life, and it became a real headache. It became something that was a sense of grief for me, a sense of stress. And I just, at the time, I could not handle it. So, that's a quick backstory about getting things when you know nothing about them. Okay, so if you want to manifest a house and you don't know a lot about real estate, my advice to you is to find out as much about real estate or the subject or whatever you're trying to manifest. Try to do your research. Okay, so as you're waiting in that buffer period, find out as much as possible about the thing that you are trying to manifest. Okay, so use that buffer period as education. Okay, how much can I find out about this subject? And is this going to be something that I want in my life and something that I need in my life right now and something that is going to benefit my life? Okay, so those are things that you need to figure out before you summons the universe, try to bring those things into your life. So don't force it. Just use that buffer period as a time of education, as a time to maybe even meditate on the thing that you're trying to bring into your life to see if it really is a vibrational match for you and your life. Hope you like the subject that we are talking about today. Would love to hear your thoughts below. Have you ever manifested something in your life, like a relationship or, something of value into your life only for it to turn into almost a nightmare? Tell us below. Let us know how you dealt with that and how you deal with manifesting today, okay? And if you haven't, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and don't miss another video because I post once a week, okay? So, and I love to hear from you to know, hey, what are we gonna talk about? What should we talk about in the time coming? And also, do not miss my once a month day in life videos, okay? So I'm really working to bring you guys into my life, let you know what I'm working on, and guess what? Life is progress, okay? It's okay if you don't have everything that you want right now, because it's slowly coming to you and you have time to figure it out if it's going to be for you or not. So until next time, lovelies, I love you, and I will see you next time in the next video next week.